Hi, I'm Stephen Price with ViewSonic, and now that you've purchased a CDE 30 or 31, let's figure out how we set it up after we get it mounted and out of the box. So let's get it powered on. So the initial setup you'll have to do here is first pick your language, then pick your time. Same thing. On the power save mode, we want to set it to normal energy mode, and boot mode should be normal mode. So now you've finished the initial setup here. So the next step on your display is to go into the settings and update the firmware or check the firmware for latest version. So we're going to go into settings, system, and about. And we're going to do online system updates. And you'll see here on this screen, it'll come up and say system update. Scroll to where it highlights check. And it's not going to show this now because we don't have it connected up. So if this error occurs while you're setting up your display, what we'll want to do is have an alternative method of connecting it. So sometimes you may not have a network connection, so you may want to use one of our Wi-Fi adapters, which goes into the top of the display, and then set up a hotspot on your phone. And that'll give you an easy way for you to do an online update. There are other methods that you can use to actually update the software. It's very important that it's updated from the initial install. There are a lot of changes and things that we keep up with on firmware updates. So if you do have any questions on that or run into a snag at this point, feel free to contact our help desk and we'll help you through it. What we're going to do next is we can actually import and export the settings. We have a memory stick here, and there's two formats that we've done. We've got one for like a conference room like this one, and that's going to be using the CEC, kind of wake on the HDMI settings. And we also have one for RS-232, our external control, which will give you the basic starting point for setting that up. So the way we do this is we have memory stick. We're going to go over to advanced settings on the remote. I'm going to pull up advanced, and we're going to go to USB cloning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in on the side over here our USB stick that has the settings on it. We're going to click on USB clone, import success, and it's really that easy. So after we get that done, we have one last thing that we really need to do. We're going to go back out to settings, device, system tools, scroll all the way down to the bottom here. And what we want to do, this is the only setting that doesn't transfer over as part of our memory stick. So we want to turn the auto reboot on, set the interval. I usually like to make this a single day, and then you can set the time that it will actually power on and off. What this will do for you is allow for any power fluctuations, or if somebody accidentally turns it all the way off or back on, this will give you an overnight reset of the display. So enjoy your display. If there's anything that we can do to help you further, feel free to reach out to our help desk or your ViewSonic representative.